Hi everyone, welcome to Wednesday Math with Emily. With the new Avengers movie Endgame coming up, I made up a math problem related to Thanos, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain Marvel. Okay, here's the problem. Thanos feels very guilty about the snap killing half of the population in the universe. He decided to let Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain Marvel try to take the globe away from him in turns. Iron Man has a 1% probability of taking away the glove in every hit. Hulk has a 4% probability and Captain Marvel has a 10% probability. Iron Man can attack Thanos with no rest, but Hulk can only hit 30% of the time and Captain Marvel can only hit 10% of the time. Only one of them can try at a time. If the glove was taken away from Thanos at the end, it's more likely taken by whom? To solve this problem, let's make a graph. If it's a one-on-one game for Iron Man and the Thanos, Iron Man will have 1% win and 99% lose. If it's a one-on-one game of Hulk and the Thanos, it will be 4% of Hulk win and 96% of Hulk lose. And if it's with Captain Marvel, it's 10% win and 90% lose. And the question says they cannot hit Thanos simultaneously, they have to hit him in turns. And since Iron Man just uses electric, he can hit constantly without rest. He can hit 100% of the time, and the Hulk has to hit 30% of the time and the rest 70% of the time. And Captain Marvel can hit 10% of the time and the rest 90% of the time. In order to increase the probability that they taken the glove from the Thanos, we will assign 10% of the time to Captain Marvel and 30% of the time to Hulk and the rest 60% of the time to Iron Man. So the problem now is if the glove was finally taken away from Thanos, it's more likely taken by whom? You can think about it and we will come back later. Welcome back. Since Captain Marvel has the highest probability to win, we will assign all of the 10% time to her. So she will have 10% of the time hitting Thanos. And the Hulk has the second high probability to win Thanos. And we will assign 30 of the time to Hulk. And there's only 60% of the time left for Iron Man to constantly hit Thanos. The probability is taken by Captain Marvel will be 10% times 10%, which is 0.01. And the probability of it taken by Hulk will be 4% times 30%, which will be 0.012. And if it's finally taken away by Iron Man, his probability will be 1% times 60%. If finally they succeeded taking away the glove from Thanos, the probability of the glove taken by Iron Man will be 0.006 over 0.006 plus 0.012 plus 0.01, which approximately 21%. And the probability of Hulk taking the glove at the end will be approximately 43%. And the probability that Captain Marvel taking the glove will be approximately 36%. If they ever succeeded, Hulk will have the most probability that he is the one taking the glove away from Thanos. Thank you for watching this episode. If you like this video, please subscribe our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook.